In the headlines, anxiety as bandits kidnap 46 persons in Kaduna State. Protesters in Kwara over kidnap of 4 BUK students. Court to decide on All Progressives Congress convention. And on the foreign scene, Russian TV protester resigns. He turns down asylum offer in France despite potentially facing further persecution. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. And now the details. Bandits have abducted at least 46 people in Agunu Dutse, Agunu ward of Kachia local government area of Kaduna State. A resident of the community, Maurice Tanko, who confirmed the attack, said the bandits injured one person from the community, Abubakar Sule, presently receiving treatment in a medical facility. Meanwhile, the police public relations officer ASP Muhammad Jalige did not respond to inquiries on the attack. Joint security operatives comprising the Nigerian Army, the police and members of the Niger State Vigilante Corps have neutralized over 100 bandits and repelled an attempted attack on a police division in Bangi, the headquarters of Mariga local government area, Niger State, by bandits. The Chief Press Secretary to Niger State Governor Abubakar Bello, Mary Baje, confirmed the attack. The governor commended the joint security operatives for their gallantry in repelling the attack and killing scores of bandits and commiserated with the family of an inspector who lost his life during the gun duel. The State Commissioner for Local Government Chieftaincy Affairs and Internal Security, Emmanuel Umar, said over 100 bandits were neutralized while 50 motorcycles were recovered during the operation. Similarly, in a security matter, the Nigerian police force has paraded a total of 30 suspects for various crimes ranging on criminal conspiracy, armed robbery, kidnapping, gun running, car theft, banditry, among other crimes. The police also recovered weapons of different assortment, ammunitions, bulletproof vests, cash, among other items. Speaking during the parade at the headquarters of the Special Tactical Squad in Abuja, the acting force public relations officer, Muyiwa Adejobi, explained that officers of the force had also apprehended a car-snatching syndicate who specializes in changing the chassis number of stolen vehicles before resale.
Where's the key, please? The master key. This is the master key. It can open anything. Anything. Then we... I don't know why everybody likes to use Lagos number. See how clean this thing is. You will never know it is a fake number plate. I am sure if Dr. Buboyo Yemi, the commercial of road safety, sees this one, he will be confused too that no, because it's perfectly produced, neatly produced, and it is fake. In fact, original fake. You can see. You can see the invoice, everything is there. Document of the invoice, the documents, vehicle documents, everything. And you can see Lagos logo, neatly produced. You can see. They use all this to deceive us because when that vehicle is stolen, they quickly change the number that is there. They place this one and they have this document to go with it so that when they get to any checkpoint and they are requested to produce the document, they have something to produce. And of course, when the information tallies with whatever we have on the vehicle, a reasonable policeman will just ask them to go. And that they use these antics to beat our security men. And that's a call to our men at various stop and start points to please be more vigilant. There are so many things they tell us to check and to know so that these people like him, they will not continue to deceive us at our various duties.
My name is Abraham Hassan. I have received like 100 vehicles. I was arrested by Kolo last 3 years ago. I recovered some cars, but later I could repent. But I was there, then I live in my business, no the punching. So I now come wrote me now say that he will give me a stolen car. Then somebody come connect me with up and down. The person now they give me a PEC chassis number for me to beat police for my way going. So I now send 150,000 for the person. He sent the way bill for me. So I was in Jabi to collect it. I was now see a policeman that I know arrested me again, come back to where I was released before.
In a similar vein, police have arrested a 38-year-old female suspect over arms and ammunition smuggling from Plateau to different bandits camps in Kaduna State, Katsina, Zamfara, and other parts of the country. The acting force public relations officer CSP Olumuyiwa Adejobi stated this during a media briefing in Abuja on Thursday. He said the operatives arrested the suspect at Saminaka along Jos Expressway while conveying the items from Plateau to Kaduna State for delivery. According to the police spokesman, items recovered from the suspect included 8 locally made AK-47 revolver guns, SMG rifles, and 400 rounds of AK-47 live ammunition. He said another suspect had also been arrested by the police over transportation of AK-47 rifles and live ammunition from Kaduna State to Taraba State. Meanwhile, a total of 1,500 AK-47 live ammunition have been recovered from the suspect, adding that efforts are being intensified by the police to get the fabricator arrested. Following the kidnap of 4 students along Kaduna-Suleja Road 2 days ago, parents and colleagues of the victims staged a protest to Government House, Ilorin, to plead with Kwara State government to intervene in ransom payments. 3 of the victims are students of Bayero University, Kano, and another one from a higher institution in Jigawa State were kidnapped while returning home due to the 8 weeks extension of strike by Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. This parent says that he has been contacted by those who kidnapped his son, demanding 20 million naira as ransom. A representative of the students said that 7 million naira is demanded by the abductors, claiming that one of the students might have been killed.
My son, they come from school. They school at Jigawa, Duze, University of Jigawa. So they are coming for school. So because of the ASU striking, because they don't stay there 1 month. After 1 month, they do meeting with federal government. The federal government agree with them, ASU. That's why they say make it come home because of they extend the strike to 2 months again. So I know they no fit stay there again. Make they come home. So that's why I send the money to him. So along the way, now they come after Kaduna Express Road to Suleja, and I kidnap them. All the people were inside the bus, they kidnap them. The children were inside the bus, around 4 students of the school, different school. Jigawa students 2 and the other school there. They kidnap them. So that is fine. They demand for 20 million for the one person. So they don't call me now, sir. They don't say how much have we get it. My son call me. He say I never get money. Then give them people but say they don't have time to say 20 million. That's what a year be that. Bring money. I want make government to help us to bring our children back to home. Help us pay the bill. The day for the students.
Early yesterday, I heard that 2 of our students coming because of ASU strike. The Abdulrazak Kauzara going to Kaduna to go and spend a little time with his sister. Our sister. So they are inside room around 12 o'clock. They are about to eat themselves. So with one other guy, they kidnapped them. So from reliable source now, they say their parent called us today that they demanded for 7 million naira. Now, as at this point now, we are trying to know who are those that called them.
And away from that, pensioners in Edo State take to the streets to protest non-payment of entitlements. The pensioners came out in number, causing vehicular gridlock at the Oba Oborame Square. They are demanding payment of their entitlements such as gratuity and harmonization of monthly pension. The report.
They are also asking the state government to pay those screened in April 2017. According to them, yellow cards have been collected and local government pensioners who retired in 2017 are yet to receive their gratuities.
We are putting a very youthful years in serving this state, in particular Nigeria in general. It's running of faith that we are not suffering at our old ages. For instance, some of our members who retired in 1996, let me just put it that way, is what they have been getting since 1996, 1996, they are still getting today. Those who retired 2000, lucky retired, comported 2000, what they were getting 2000, what they are still getting today. It may be surprised that we see a pensioner in those states where is it 400 naira a month. I repeat, 400 naira a month. The pension bureau office is there for you to go and verify. We have pensioners in those states where is 2,000 naira for more than 20, 30 years. Their pension money pay have been static. Nobody cares about them. Recall that the immediate past governor left here 2016. As soon as the very week he left, the State of Assembly then work out 200 million naira for Shomole, 100 naira for his deputy as pension. What before then, people have been on ground unattended to for many years ago.
I retired 2000. That's 2000. I have been on the salary of 9,000 some hundred since that time to this today, even till tomorrow. Even on the 13th, I receive a lot, the same amount of money. Nothing more than that. All these are the adjustments, nothing made.
The governor graciously set up money that they should use in paying accumulation of local government pension arrears. Pension arrears means until you are placed on pension, the month that they didn't place you is the arrears. They started payment 1982. They group us in batches, batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, batch 4, batch 5, batch 6, and put estimated of 300 and something thousand, 300 and something million, 300 and something to be paid. Among all these badges, there's not one single badge that was cleared.
Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shuaibu, appealed to the protesters to be calm as the committee has been set up to look into their grievances and suggest a payment plan.
The time frame will be determined by their committee. You know why I said the time frame will be determined by their committee? Because they need to go into those documents to check what they have. Then the chairman, your chairman or your executive will go with HOS now. They will sit down, and when they discuss, he will come back to give you feedback of the time frame. So please, he is the chairman. When they go back now, the chairman will give you feedback of the timelines, because they will have to go back, sit with them, with the HOS committee, look at it. They will now give you the appropriate right time. And I can tell you it's not a long time. Issue of pensions are not issues we keep for long because of the sensitivity. So I want to please first apologize for you people to have come here to stay under the sun.
Normalcy, however, returned as the angry pensioners left the road with the hope that the committee will get to work and provide solutions in no distant time.
In other news, fuel scarcity in Maiduguri is taking its toll on residents who face twin problems of power outages and high cost of fuel. Residents use fuel to power electricity generators as Maiduguri has been without public power supply for over 12 months now due to the destruction of facilities and major power lines by Boko Haram insurgents. The report.
Many residents have been using petrol for their generating sets at home, offices and businesses since January 2021. The scarcity triggers fuel price hike from 165 naira to 400 naira per litre, worsening a bad situation with transport fares and the cost of goods and services going up. Commercial charging of mobile phones moved from 30 naira to 50 naira. School children, especially from poor background, are also suffering from the scarcity as hike in transport fares prevents some of them from attending school.
It's not easy, especially for women. We didn't even have lights. It's up to so we are depend on the petrol alone. Okay. And for us to get it at the rate of 50 is a problem for us. We have to queue, long queue, before we get it. Then it's not easy for us as business people because for us to increase the price of our product, it's very hard. People are complaining, but there's no even money in circulation.
Honestly, fuel price hike is affecting our business. Coming from home, you pay high transport fare, and the same applies here. Purchasing fuel for our generators is another thing. A litre will not take you anywhere.
Although power supply has been restored in some parts of Maiduguri, but the distribution company in charge of electricity is still struggling to restore electricity supply in some parts of the city.
And now to political matters. An FCT High Court on Friday is to take a decision on an application which seeks to vacate an order restraining the All Progressives Congress from holding its convention slated for March 26th. The application seeking to set aside the November 18, 2021 ruling of the court restraining the convention on Tuesday had been stalled after two lawyers, Shuaibu Aruwan and Michael Adoyi, both announced appearances for the APC. The exercise had been stalled for the third time now, delaying the birth of a new crop of National Working Committee to take over from the Maimala Buni-led caretaker committee constituted in June 2020 after ousting Adams Oshomole. Meanwhile, there is growing anxiety among top shots of the party. The last 2 weeks have been full of tension over the order restraining the party from holding the convention, leading to an attempt by some governors to effect leadership change in the party. You're watching Trust News Update. Coming up shortly. Excavation of Oshun artifacts. Details and more after the break. Thanks for staying. You're watching Trust News Update. Let's have a look at the top stories again. Bandits have abducted at least 46 people in Agunu Dutse and Agunu ward of Kachia local government area of Kaduna State. Plus, parents and colleagues of students kidnapped along Kaduna-Suleja Road staged a protest to Government House Ilorin to plead with Kwara State government to intervene in ransom payments. And in other news, vaccine hesitancy is a major problem in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic in Kano State, even though infection rate in the state may be minimal due to low testing. Over 500,000 people have so far been vaccinated in the populous state. Health authorities, however, argued that a remarkable improvement has been recorded in the fight against the pandemic. Trust TV correspondent Idris Jibrin takes a look at the COVID-19 vaccine as an effective response to the pandemic in Kano. The report.
Across the world, the use of vaccine for prevention against COVID-19 infection is regarded as the first major and effective response.
Since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, the outbreak across the globe. One of the strategies to contain the outbreak is actually the vaccination. Vaccination or immunization prevents people from getting infected, especially by an infectious agent.
In this traditionally conservative society of Kano, not too many people believes about the effectiveness of the vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine that they brought will not work on us, and we will not do it. We believe God will always protect us in time of problem. Kano was once the epicenter of the infection, with over 5,000 confirmed positive cases and a little above 215 deaths. In March 2021, the state obtained over 200,000 doses of AstraZeneca and later 138,888 doses of Moderna. But so far, only 58,404 people were vaccinated as at September 2021.
In Kano, we vaccinated 434,672 people with COVID vaccine. That is the first dose. While we vaccinated around 179,911 with second dose. Most of these vaccines are supposed to be taken twice, first and second dose, with the exception of Johnson & Johnson, that you take only once. So we vaccinated this 179,911 with second dose, and we are able, since the receipt of additional vaccine for booster, we vaccinated around 51,522 people with a booster dose of COVID-19 vaccine. So in total, we are talking about 600 or so people that got vaccinated with COVID vaccine in Kano.
Ahmad Tukur is a mechanic who do not even believe about the reality of the virus, let alone its preventive measures. An opinion dismissed by Muhammad Halilu, who has since taken his first and second doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. Although we have not been informed on how effective is the vaccine, but we were told it is for everybody. They gave us card before administering the vaccine. And as for me, I have taken all the required 2 doses.
Aka sake zagayowa kuma zagaye na biyu, aka sake bamu wani kati muka karba, muka je kuma muka sake karban zagaye na biyu.
Lura corona ni ana tsarin kamar magana banza ce.
The issue of COVID-19 vaccine for us is of no use. Take a look at the former US President Obama. He took the 2 doses, yet he is still in isolation. Therefore, what we need in Nigeria is malaria prevention.
Magana da muke mu a Najeriya, abin da muke so a mana magani shine maganar malaria.
At the moment, the rate of infection has drastically reduced in Kano, owing to a number of sustained measures. Again, the problem of vaccine hesitancy may likely lead to a resurgence across the state. Idris Jubrin, Trust TV News, Kano.
And now on the foreign scene, Russia's Channel 1 editor Marina Ovsyannikova says that she has quit her job but refused to accept an asylum offer in France after publicly challenging the Kremlin's narrative about the war in Ukraine on live TV. Ovsyannikova, who was detained and rapidly fined 30,000 naira rubles for barging onto the set of an evening news on Monday, holding a poster reading "No war and they are lying to you here." Speaking to France 24, the editor said she had handed in all the documents for her resignation from Channel 1. Ovsyannikova, who has 2 young children, said there is need to put an end to the war so it does not turn into nuclear war. And with that, we wrap up Trust News Update. You can connect with us via our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch us live. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching.